Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham and today I'm joined by Tim Davidson, Managing Director of Meeka Metals. Tim, there's a fair bit going on with Meeka Metals up and down the WA, call it coastline for want of a better term. But let's start with your gold project, because you had a very nice announcement there today. So yeah, fill us in. What's going on?
Yeah, how you doing, Wally? And it's great to be here, mate. Look, we've been drilling in the Murchison for a number of months now, and getting some really good results. Although, like you said, the stuff that we put out this morning was a real game changer. A really exciting grades. We'd sort of drilled 20 to 30 meter wide zones of sort of 2 gram material, reasonably shallow, and then a couple of holes we drilled last week, or sorry, the week before last. Really amazing intercepts, 32 metres at 16 grams per tonne, and within that a 16 metre zone of nearly an ounce dirt. And that's, when you look at the chips coming up from the rig or the drill chips, it's a solid zone or solid block of quartz. The boys have been panning nuggets of gold out of it, and pretty pretty big nuggets at that. There's a photo of one of them in the announcement that we put out this morning. So that's one of the holes, and then to the south of that, we stepped out 20 metres to the south and drilled another hole and hit 20 metres at over 20 grams. And within that was a 16 metre zone at nearly 25 grams. So look, we're really excited by what we're seeing. It looks to be a reasonably contiguous or continuous quartz lode or quartz vein, and obviously very high grade. So very, very happy and furiously putting more holes into it.
All right. Well, everybody loves a discovery, and what it adds to a project. So the Sanans discovery now, how does that fit in with the rest of the project up there?
Yeah, look, we've got 1.1 million ounces there, so we think it's great. It's a good starting point. We think that resource grows significantly, and as you said, St. Anne's is a part of that project that doesn't have a resource attached to it. So doing lots of drilling there, have got lots of great results. These, the ones I just mentioned are part of that St. Anne's prospect or target. But as of yet, we haven't put a resource around it. So this is something we're really excited by, and working. Obviously there's a lot more drilling we need to do, but we've got a plan to put a resource out covering St. Anne's in the December quarter. So in a few months' time, and obviously there's a significant amount of drilling that's been done. We're waiting for the assays that'll feed into that, as well as the drilling that we're still doing there.
All right. So obviously all the drilling's pretty much focusing around St. Anne's at the moment. Will you move the rig around the project and bring up a few of the other targets as well?
Yeah, we've drilled a few of the other targets in and around Turnberry, again outside of the resource extensional stuff, and that's come up really well. We're getting 15 to 20 metre wide zones of 2 to 3 gram material, shallow. It's sort of 15 to 20 metres below surface it starts. So that's really good, and that's outside of the resource. But given what we're seeing now at St. Anne's, that will be a key focus moving forward, is putting more holes into this along strike, so extending the strike of it, as well as doing some deeper drilling and pinning it down at depth. It looks to be a serious bit of structure there, and a very wide quartz zones, very high grade gold, and if we can define that over a reasonable distance, then some serious metal in the ground there.
All right. Well, all the big gold hits, of course, as you were saying just before we came on air, they managed to come after you changed the name of the company to Meeka Metals from Meeka Gold. But Meeka Metals, you changed the name of the company with good reason, because you've got some rare earths and stuff happening down south.
Yeah, that's really exciting as well. And we've actually got a significant amount of drilling in the lab getting processed for the rare earths. So we should have great news flow over the next couple of months, both on the gold and the rare earths. But look, we were down there looking for gold, and we were quite successful in that. We've identified these really exciting targets. The first RC hole we drilled down at Circle Valley, which is our project down in southern WA, we hit 23 metres at 5 grams per tonne, and This is in an area that's never had any RC drilling into the fresh rock, so that's amazing. That's fantastic. We've got plans to go and do some more work down there as soon as we're finished in the Murchison. But on the back of that drilling for gold down there, we identified these thick seams of clay-type rare earth or rare earth metals in the regolith in the clays, and they appear to be very high. We're getting some really high grades at Cascade. We've got grades up to 5,700 ppm. So when you look at a clay-type rare earth deposit, you're generally looking at sort of 600 to 1,000 ppm. That's the resource grades that you see being knocked about. But we're really excited by the high grade nature of this mineralisation. Key to unlocking the value there is going to be the metallurgy, and that's something we're working on. We've got a good understanding of it now, and we'll keep refining that. But it's certainly very exciting, and fantastic results with the gold. Really excited by that. The rare earths is a really important thematic moving forward as we try and get away from the hydrocarbon economy and move to a more renewable and sustainable form of both generating power and transporting that and moving that power around. And what do you need for that? Well, you need these rare earth metals, and particularly the magnet metals within that basket of rare earths. So look, they'll be a really important part of what we do as a business over the next 5 to 10 years, and we'll look to progress those assets in addition to the work we do with the gold.
Well, yeah, with market sentiment at the moment, you don't know which is more precious, the gold or the rare earth. So, it's good to have both in the back pocket. So, obviously, a lot of work going to be happening, very, very soon, which we hope turns into some news flow early enough so we can find out what's going on. Make sure you keep in touch. Make sure you let us know what's going on so that we can, of course, bring it to our readers and viewers here at the Roadhouse. But yes, we await for more things from Meeka Metals in the meantime. So, Tim Davidson, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Wally, and trust me, mate, I'm waiting for those assays to come in too, mate.